Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Madison, and if you're going to be importing plants into the US and you don't have an import permit yet, you're definitely going to want to watch this video. But first, if you are not already subscribed, definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my future videos. And yeah, let's just get on into it. Actually, before I get too far into it, let's address the elephant in the room, or rather the mattress in the room. This is technically our guest bedroom, and it was actually used as a guest bedroom for like, I don't know, the fourth or fifth time in like the 3 years that we've lived here. So the dogs love the mattress, so it's still in here, even though that was like last weekend. But it'll move tomorrow. But anyway, that's what that is. So yeah. Anyway, let's just get on into it here. I'm going to show you exactly how I went about getting my import permit to bring plants into the United States. If you are not sure what I'm talking about, check out this video up here, or maybe up here. I don't remember which way I'm oriented, but check out the video up there. I will pop it in the cards for you guys so that you can see or know what I'm talking about, because yes, if you are going to be importing plants into the US, you're going to need an import permit. So I'm going to show you exactly how I got there. I'm going to have my screen pulled up here so that you can see both of us at the same time. And I'm just going to walk you through step by step. I'm going to tell you any troubleshooting issues. I'm going to tell you some information that I found out from Equigenera so that we can answer some questions that myself and you guys have had. So yeah, let's just go ahead and dive on in. I'm going to switch over here and we're going to hop on to Google. Alrighty, so we are just at Google here, and I'm just going to start exactly how I started, and that is just by Googling plant import permit, which is obviously the last thing that I Googled here. So we're going to be going to the APHIS website, and also I'm sorry if I'm like jiggling the camera. I don't mean to, but my tripod is on my desk, so we're doing what we can. So here we are at the APHIS website. We are under the plant import information page here, and then under permits, we're going to be looking at plant and plant products permits, because that's what we're going to be bringing in here. And then if we scroll down here, we are going to be looking at the PPQ 587, which is application for permit to import plants or plant products. So that's exactly what we're doing. And then I am pretty sure, let me zoom you in here. I'm pretty sure we're going to be just doing plants for planting, seeds included. Oh, let me zoom out a little bit here. So then here it says plants for planting, including nursery stock, roots, bulbs, seeds, and other plant parts, which is exactly what we're looking for. We're not looking to import soil or anything like that. So I think that is the mistake that I made the first time around, was I was applying for it like under the wrong section. And then at the next point where we go to like type in the types of plants that we're bringing in, I wasn't getting the options I was looking for. So I guess at that next step, we'll see if I clicked the right one here. Okay, so let's see here. So now that we are on this page, we're just gonna go to apply for permit. And then under here, we've got all these different options. So there's application for permit to receive soil. That's not what we're doing. Let's see. We are going to be doing application for permit to import plants or plant products. So that is again PPQ 587. So again, we are going to be clicking on PPQ 587, and then that should just open, yep, in a brand new tab for us. And then it's just going to be going to the APHIS again section here. So it says welcome to APHIS e-file. You're going to select an option here. And then again, we're looking for that PPQ 587, application for permit to import plants or plant products, and then get started. All right. I don't think I've ever filmed a video so late before. You might be able to see down here. It is 8:22 currently, and I am like lit up like a freaking Christmas tree in here. What my neighbors must think. Okay, so I already have a login and everything like that, but let's just do it like it's brand new. So let's create an account. Oh, gosh. Alrighty, so I'm just going to do it as a customer because we are not a USDA employee, nor are we a federal employee. At least I'm not. I guess I will speak for myself. So here, let's see. I'm gonna put my email here. I'm gonna blur that out so that you can't see. Okay. Perfect. So it says registration email sent. So now I'm just gonna hop over to my email really quick. Let's see here. It says eAuth is the system that they're using, complete account registration. We are going to select, so that's so weird. We're going to select continue registration. It's going to open up another new tab. And then from here, we're just going to start entering our information. All right, I've got my password. I have my first name, last name. Super, super easy. Okay, so again, all I did to complete my registration was put in my first name, my last name, email address, and a password. Super easy. And then from here, we're going to log in to complete our whole thing here. So we are back to our login page. We have our username automatically filled out, which again is just my email address. And then I'm gonna put the password. Okay. My birthday. And then it's going to verify our identity here. So you can do verify identity online, which says is recommended. It says online identity verification requires US address, or you can visit a USDA service center in person so that they can do an in-person verification, which I'm not going to do. We are just going to do it online, keep it sweet and simple. And then we are just going to agree here that we are giving consent to check our identity. Okay, let's make sure all of our information is filled out here. We're just verifying our information. Again, first name, last name. And then it's also going to ask for your social security number. Again, I'm having all of this blurred out so that you don't need to see it. Okay, well, for some reason it's not verifying my ID, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go to my original account that I used, but just so you know, that is how you would go ahead and do your online verification. It might just be weird because I already have an account with my other email address. Okay, let's just start again here. Boop. Okay, so I am logged in with my original login here, so I'm just going to try and apply for a new application. So it's going to have me select the application again that I'm looking for, which for the millionth time is PPQ 587. Oh, sorry, hold on. My dog is wanting to get in. Okay, sorry. The dogs love the bed in here. Alrighty, so now we are going to be starting our application for the PPQ 587. It says blah, 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 blah. Proceed.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, so it's having me select a sharing organization, which it just came up with my very own. So we are just going to go ahead and click proceed. I honestly don't remember this the first time around, so this might be ever so slightly funky because I have already done this before. Okay, so here we are. It's going through our details. It's asking if I will be the permittee, which yes, I will be because I am not applying on behalf of someone else. So we're going to go save and next. So then let's see here, intended, select, okay, so, oh my gosh, it is so late. Oh my God, it was my early morning today too. I don't even know how I'm still alive right now. I've been up since 3 o'clock this morning. It's 8:30. Okay, so now it is going to have us select our intended use, which is for plants for planting. The other option is not for propagation and planting, but mine is plants for planting. Not for propagation and planting seems like an odd option to click. And then commodity type, it's going to be plants for propagation. And then you can put an application reference number, which I'm just going to put test, because why not? This is a test. Okay, so it says I do have existing permits, but you should only use 1 permit per shipment. So I do want to continue with my current application and make this new one. So it says, oh, so sorry, I bumped you. So it says we're going to, okay, so here, this is the part where I realized that I like did something wrong, or something wrong was going on the first time that I applied for my permit, which again is on the same day that I applied correctly for my permit and received my permit. So it was all very, very quick. So don't let any of this stress you out too much. It'll be easy. So now it says select a plant part. I'm going to be putting all plant parts except seeds because I am not bringing any seeds in. If you are bringing seeds in, it's a different thing, of course. So now you're going to be selecting your country of origin. I personally am ordering from Indonesia. Bam. And then you could also add, let's see, I've also ordered from Ecuador. So we're going to put Indonesia and Ecuador on there. So now you can see over here, we have both countries selected. So now here we're going to be entering our common or scientific name. So let's start with philodendron. Here we are, philodendron, beautiful. Anthurium, awesome. So now you're just gonna be kind of going through and you're gonna be finding that first part of the name of the plant that you're ordering, and that is what you're gonna be typing in. So if you're ordering a Monstera dubia, you're going to type in Monstera. Beautiful. Let's see, I've done, or wanted to do Hoya. Maybe I did order Hoya. We'll see. I did. Okay. Let's see. What else? What else could we maybe order? Why can't I think of a genus? Oh, Epipremnum. Epipremnum. Beautiful. I'll try and think of a couple others. Ah, Spathiphyllum. We're going to act like we're bringing a peace lily in. Why the heck not? Ficus. Bam. Okay, I feel like that's pretty good. You get the general idea here. So we're going to pretend that we are bringing in all of these different types of plants, and we're going to select add articles to application. That's super important. You do need to select add articles to application. I think that was something that first time too I was a little bit confused on. So very interesting. So there is something that we cannot bring in here. So it looks like ficus is not admissible. I'm not sure why. So I'm not sure why ficus would not be admissible to bring into the United States from Ecuador and Indonesia under this import permit, but I'm very confident that if you were to call the APHIS section here, the people who are working for this section of the government, they would be more than happy to answer those questions for you. And I gotta say, they get back to you super, super quick. If they don't answer right away, they get back to you very, very promptly. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and delete ficus because it looks like that is not allowed. We're gonna go ahead and remove that. But as you can see, everything else here is a-okay. We have Spathiphyllum, oof. So any peace lily variety, Epipremnum, so any kind of pothos, Hoya, Monstera, Anthurium, philodendron. So, and I have both of those for Indonesia and Ecuador, just in case. You never know. Okay, so now we're gonna go to save and next. Here it says you could upload any supporting documentation. I don't really know what you'd put here. I don't have anything to put here, and I did not put anything here the first time I did my application. So, and I did get approved, like I said. So we're just gonna click save and next. And then here it says we are confirming the following information is correct. So just making sure that your address is correct, your business address and your mailing address, phone number, email, all of that looks good. And then if we scroll down a little bit more, here we are making sure that our intended use is listed correctly. Looks like everything is correct. There is, of course, sections for you to edit anything if something is not looking right. We're just going through everything here essentially. So Everything looks good to go. You are just down here, you are confirming that everything is correct, that you've read and understood everything that you were applying for, and that you are applying for everything in the correct manner. From here, you would just click submit application. So from here, I'm not going to submit this application because I do already have one. I don't think it totally matters, but just so you know, from here, you would just get an email. Let me go to my email really quick. Okay, so it looks like the first email that I received after putting in my application is just from the APHIS e-file with your like application number, and it just says received. That is what is going to be in the subject line of the first email that you receive after you submit your application. And here it essentially just says that they received your application. It gives you your application number, application type, application request type, application status, which from here is just going to say processed for right now, the submission date, the phone number that you would need to call if you have any questions, and the email that you can email with also if you have any questions. It does say not to reply to the email that this is sent from, but like I said, it does give you that email here. So from here, let's see, I got that at 8:41. At 8:42. 8:42. So this was literally within like 5 minutes that oh gosh, I'm knocking you all around. Literally within 5 minutes of submitting my permit application request, permit application. Why am I trying to add more words to it? Within 5 minutes of putting my application in, I got my email saying that they received my application, and then a minute later got my email saying that my permit was issued. I mean, could it be any easier? I don't think so. And again, completely free. They don't ask you for any sort of credit card information, any sort of banking information, nothing like that. The most information they ask is for your social security number, which honestly totally makes sense. They need to verify who you are if you're going to be trying to bring things into the United States from other countries. Obviously, they need to know who you are and what you're bringing in. Totally makes sense. So yeah, super easy and free. Oop, knocking you around here. But so yeah, super easy and free. Amazing. So from here, I will show you what this email looks like when I got my application issued. The subject line says APHIS e-file, then my application number, or excuse me, now it is going to be my, my permit number rather than my application number, and then it says issued. Amazing. It says, dear permittee, we are pleased to inform you that your permit, blah, 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 has been issued. You can sign into APHIS e-file. It gives you the link right there to view and print your permit PDF. Amazing. So easy. And then from here, it gives you, again, all of your information, your application number, application type, blah, blah, blah. Permit status now says issued and not processed, which is amazing. That same day that I got that, permit and everything issued, I went ahead and sent my permit. Again, I'm just gonna kind of blur out my like address and all that fun stuff here, but I want you guys to really be able to see what this looks like. And here it is here. So you've got your application number, all that good stuff here, your designated ports that your package could potentially get sent into to get checked. It is I believe like a 12 or 14 page document. It's got all kinds of stuff here. Again, it has listed all of the different plants and the countries that you are permitted to bring into the United States. But as you will see here, there are no green and yellow tags, which, as I mentioned in the previous video, you are going to need those, and that is because those green and yellow tags are going to be placed on the outside of your box. It's not something that I put anywhere. It's something that I send to the person that is going to be shipping my plants out to me so that they can put them on the outside of the box before they get shipped out. That sticker is going to tell them what port my package needs to go to get inspected, and then from there it'll just get to go right to me. So it's super, super important. You have to have those on your package, otherwise they don't know where to send it. So, and I'm pretty sure that is why my package was just like all over the place, like they didn't know where to put it. I don't know. So weird. Okay, so let's see. There is a section here. Which page is it on? Okay. So on page 7 of my import permit, there is information on the green and yellow labels. As you see here, it says the shipment must bear green and yellow label showing the address of the PIS as well as the following information, general nature and quantity of contents, blah, 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 blah. So like it says, it must have that green and yellow label. Now, I was not able for some reason to access the green and yellow label from my account from like the APHIS e-file website. So I went ahead and emailed this email here. It is very just on the nose and to the point. Green and yellow plants label request at USDA.gov. Could it be any simpler? So you know exactly what you need when you're going to that email address. You know exactly what you're getting. And they sent me my email with my labels so quickly. Oh, interesting. Okay, so I'll read you the email or let you see the email that they sent to me here because I emailed the green and yellow plants label request at USDA.gov. I emailed them and was like, hey, I am not able to find those. What's going on? Do I need like to sign into a DocuSign? Because that is like where my browser was trying to send me because I was trying to do all of this while I was at work on my phone and not on an actual computer. So he was thinking, or they, I'm not sure who I was working with, but whoever I was working with was thinking that the reason is because I needed to log on to a different browser. They were saying, hey, you don't need to sign into that. That is just an error page. It's usually resolved by logging out or using a different browser, but they went ahead and attached my shipping labels here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pull these suckers up for you here. They attached a PDF, super simple. You just scroll down and it's got the information here. That's what they look like. Green and yellow labels. Now you'll notice when you get these that there's a lot of them, and they're for pretty much, not pretty much, they are for all the different ports that you got approved to get your package sent to. But it's really important that you only send the ones that you're gonna want your plants to go to. So, you know, if you are on one side of the country and you accidentally send them one that is for the opposite side, that might not be the best situation for your plants because they might just have to travel longer. So you do want to try to pick a port that is hopefully going to be like kind of on the most direct route to you, which honestly is really hard to predict. I'm not really sure. I honestly just picked the one that was recommended to me when I was speaking on the phone with the person from the USDA. So they recommended the Miami one, I believe. So that is what I used. It is just the first one here. All of the labels are labeled 1 through, you know, whatever here. So I was just really specific when I forwarded these labels to my shipper, Aroid Market, and just told them to please just use labels 1 through 4 if they needed more than one, which I'm pretty sure I only needed one box, so they probably only needed to use one of the labels. But just that way there was no confusion. And if you are, you know, getting packages in multiple boxes rather, your plants are all going to the same port and they're not all going to different areas, because again, that would kind of suck. So you definitely want to make sure that you are using the labels just all for the same port. Very important. At least I'm pretty sure. I feel like that's very important. So yeah, you'll notice here 1 through 4 on the screen are for Miami. And then here, if I scroll down, you'll see these ones are for the port in Atlanta. And if I scroll down more, there's even more. This one's for Arizona and so on and so on. They're all around the country. So I just went ahead into the one for Miami because I don't know, the person on the phone was thinking that that was going to be kind of the most direct route to me, but they also said that it could also not be because you can't really predict those things. So yeah, that is what those green and yellow shipping labels look like. And now I'm just checking my email. Okay, I think that is it. That is how you get your import permit. Super easy. Now, I did mention that I had reached out to Equigenera and got some information from them. Now, the reason that I did that is because on my last video, I got a question from one of you guys asking if if you still needed an import permit for companies like Aroid Market that do have a US presence, meaning that Aroid Market unfortunately does not have a US presence yet. I'm gonna say, I don't know if they are ever planning to do that, but like how cool would that be? For companies like Equigenera, they have their Ecuador site, their giant greenhouse in Ecuador. I personally have ordered from there a couple of times. I have not ordered from their US site yet, although they do have a US site. But if you order from their Ecuador site, how that works is they will ship from their greenhouse in Ecuador to their greenhouse in either Florida or now their greenhouse in California, and then from there they will ship to you. So for Equigenera's situation, you do not need an import permit if you're ordering from Equigenera. They are taking care of that on their end. They did want me to let you guys know though that they do charge $2 per plant for just like the handling fee for all of that. Honestly, it's so reasonable. Shipping is $15 flat, like blows my mind. It's amazing, especially considering how far they're going. They do just like, they do their large shipments, I think like once or twice a month or something like that, from Ecuador to, like I said, either Florida or California, and then from there to all of us here in the United States. So it just kind of depends on like when you get your order in, and that'll kind of determine like how long it takes. But honestly, for both orders I've done, they haven't taken that long. I guess actually the one did take longer, but that's just because I didn't have them shipped directly to me. I waited and had them sent to a pop-up because it was their first time coming to Denver and I was all excited. So I will definitely pop a video up in the cards somewhere for you guys so that you can check that video out of me like going to that pop-up event, because it was so fun. Such an event, I will say. Very different. I've never been to anything like that and it was super cool. But anyway, that's totally not the point. Yeah, if you are ordering from any sort of plant import company that has a presence outside of the US that you're ordering from, but they also have a US presence, you should not have to have an import permit. But if it's not specifically from Equigenera, I would definitely reach out to that company specifically and just make sure that way you don't have any issues like I did and have your package sent all around on hold for weeks and then eventually just sent right back to the shipper, because that's a bummer. I'd hate for that to happen to you guys. Luckily, I'm working with Aroid Market. That's where I put my order in. I did pay for my plants, and they, of course, are amazing, and they're totally working with me to make sure that I get new plants sent to me in a timely manner, and yeah, I'm so excited. When you guys see this video, I should be just getting back from a little vacation visiting family back home in Washington State, and hopefully within this same week, I should be receiving my Aroid Market order. Finally! I'm so excited to show you guys what I got. I've been waiting on this order for a long time, you guys. For a long time. This whole thing has been quite the ordeal, but I really hope that this helps you guys out for your future importing, because it's honestly so fun to import plants, and I don't want it to be a scary thing for you guys. So I hope this made it a little bit less scary and made it make a little bit more sense of how to go ahead and get your import permit and make it super easy to get your beautiful plants into your home. So yeah, definitely let me know if you have any questions, if I missed anything. This is my first time doing anything quite like this, where it's so kind of like technical, I guess. So yeah, definitely let me know if I missed anything. If you have any questions, I'm more than happy to answer them. If I can't personally answer them, I will find someone who can, and I will get you an answer as best I can. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, if you are not already subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And yeah, check me out on Instagram too. I don't ever put like, I put it on my screen, but I never like say it. Definitely check out my Instagram, Plant Therapy, as well. I don't post on there too terribly often, but I do like to post on my stories. And I've had some exciting stuff happening with anthurium berries that I've grown. So you'll want to check them out on there. Okay, All right, you guys, I will cut it off finally. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you guys in the next video. Oh, also, are you importing plants? Let me know.